Hey guys, today I'm going to show you a very quick video on how you can transfer your plants from soil to leca, just like this. So this is my Emidream medium. It is transferred to leca in what we call a semi-hydro setting. A semi-hydro setting is where you will constantly have a reservoir of water at the bottom of the vessel. One of the reasons why I like semi-hydro is because the problem with overwatering is completely eliminated for me. When we water our plants in soil, the plant is really at our mercy. It only gets to drink when we choose to water. But in a semi-hydro setting, the plant gets access to water and nutrients 24/7. Somehow the plant will adapt to it. It will grow water roots all the way to the bottom, in this case to intake or uptake water and nutrients on its own. That's why overwatering problems is effectively eliminated in semi-hydro. So get your vessel and start filling it with leca. I will usually fill my leca to 1/3 height of the vessel first, just like this. And I will tell you why later. So once you have done this part, put your plant into the vessel and just start to fill the rest of the vessel with leca. Once you have filled the vessel with leca and your plant is stable, then you want to fill in your water. Now, remember I mentioned that we put leca to a 1/3 level, and this is the reason why. You want to fill your water reservoir or maintain it always at the 1/3 level as well, because this is where there are no roots below this level. So I find this step very important. So if you notice, the water level is here at 1/3 levels. Let me show you. Yep. That's the water levels. So I find this step to be very important because it helps prevent root rot. So sometimes when you transfer a plant from soil to leca, it tends to rot if the roots are submerged in water. But in this case, it is not submerged in water. It is just barely touching it, and it is keeping the leca moist as well. That way the plant will not be dehydrated. It still gets the moisture that it needs, but eventually it will continue to grow water roots all the way down to the reservoir. Yeah, so that's it. So now that you have transferred your plant from to leca, so the next issue would be watering the plant. Actually, it's not very hard. You just need to always maintain it at this level of 1/3. So personally for me, I never drain the water, I never change the water. Once it is low, once the water level is low, I will just top up. One of the most common questions that I get is, how do I fertilize my plant? Well, if you look at this water here, it is laced with liquid or hydroponic fertilizers all the time. So I feel that as long as your plant is actively growing, you can fertilize it. And the reason why we need to fertilize our plants in semi-hydro setting is because, unlike soil, leca or any of these inorganic substrates, they do not contain nutrients, and water has very limited nutrients. And that's why if you don't fertilize your plants, the growth will be stunted, and worse, you might even see nutrient deficiency in your plants. You will find that the leaves start to yellow, they start to droop, they start to drop. So that's why it is important to constantly provide your plant with fertilizers in semi-hydro setting. So that is all on today's video on how to transfer your plant from soil to leca in this semi-hydro setting. I hope it has been helpful. Do remember to subscribe to this channel.